You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior. What do you seek?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces. A spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you survived. You are strong. I should not have thought you so weak.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very barm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance. And to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses. And that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. Anything more?
I need to be going. This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon Mil Frictimin.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
Precisely. He could have created this sickness out of vengeance, or to weaken the enemies of his people. I don't know. I still think we're missing important pieces of this puzzle. Either way, one thing is certain. If there is something, or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malachor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to know that we've made progress.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
It seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You are thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him En Onmil Frichteman.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth?
I saw it with my own eyes. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help.
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet him?
All the Doneigada know him. He is... You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think... But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world, but it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. You need to earn the trust of Glendan, the elder of the council. Ask him for his help. He lives in the village of Dorchad Genadu. It is in the heart of our island.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous services you have provided for us. And thank you, dear cousin, for...
closer, good people. The cure... Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may I serve you?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
My dear cousin!
I'm going to leave.
Look out for yourself.
Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may I serve you?
What exactly is your role here?
I am tasked with advising Governor Constant, and I make sure I am responsible. It is an Would you like anything?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
Have you considered my proposition?
It is a very good idea, but alas,
I understand.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans.
Effectively. She told me that her men and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Taleme. And it is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. Desade.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port...
Your Admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few...
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks. With then 2 of my men up and disappeared. And I do not. But I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal. But she did not answer my requests. The games of politics are not my forte. And investigations even less so. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I...
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Mateus lived at the end of his life, and where he found some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden. Following his example, we chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Script. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their... As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us, all the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our...
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen. Probably by the islanders who still reject our... I know that you are generally well accepted by... That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve...
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, may the Enlightened assist you in this hope.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary...
Ah, the congregation. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous.
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange... The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature. Just like... And to top it all off, and this is where it stings...
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the only logical reason is that they are at its origin? I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols.
What a nest of absurd...
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible?
Very well. Let's just agree...
Anything else?
De Sardet, I'd like to know more about my family. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you...
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorraine Morange.
Good day.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did it. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodging. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere. And they spend especially eyeing all that the knots are up.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors...
They wear a very...
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naught's secrets. Good day. I'm looking for 2 men. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter, 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a... He was telling these stories. He went outside for a moment to... You can imagine. And, well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to know. Something happened to him. That's...
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Good day, Desade.
I met the representative of the Ordo Lumine.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness. But his question... He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall...
Responsible for the Malachor?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual.
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasy... More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naught's secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself... Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act, and launch the grand purification of the Naughts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Naughts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone. I cannot believe that these lunatics dared capture some of my brothers to interrogate them. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, it gives me shivers.
Good day, Desade.
Thanks.
Halt! These buildings are the property of Norts. No one is authorized to enter.
Step aside, guard. I am Captain Vasco, and I am under the orders of Admiral Cabral herself. We are here to inspect this house of wares.
1,000 pardons, Captain. I didn't see your ink scars. Enter, if you please.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! The lord of this fate!
It's blocked. It's blocked.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you. Come on.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this? So that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us, but you must make haste. They are planning some...
They spoke of I heard them talking about their head cult. Thank you again for freeing us.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
poison on my blade. Then let's go!
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Use your weapon.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well...
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning... According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the native. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the...
That is an extremely serious...
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof, but these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the... The Ordo Luminis captured several Nords. They were tortured with the... If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil...
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you were to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of them.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want?
The Nauts are not believers.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Without you, this city would carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace...
I will tell him, Your Eminence.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcy.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something.
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business. But that doesn't help in knowing when. The Darcy's first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very... But I seem to recall that since then, the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about...
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go.
Come closer, good people.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madame Clerc?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastien? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business...
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some
I see that you understand this. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients. But I didn't... given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find...
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. With Bastien, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in Samet. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrets.
The secrets? They often cut both ways. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit their actions. Provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the magic of the natives of Tir Freddy was awoken. Lords and armed men were able to make it. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your In the end, we decided to sell the secret location. The congregation, in spite of its fears, I am sorry for the shock. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I understand you may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.